Good morning, guys. It's Dodderin. I just slept the night in my bed, starting my second day in a new world. And today's tutorial is going to introduce you to some of the other inhabitants of Minecraft single player. In a previous tutorial, I said that Minecraft single player is a one-player game. You will be the only human playing in this game. But that does not mean that you are alone in this game. So today I would like to introduce you to the day mobs, or the day creatures. This hole was created by one of the night creatures, and we'll have a different tutorial about them. But today I want to see if we can track down the various different day mobs and talk a little bit about what they can do for us. The other day we came across the sheep, and the sheep are able to give us wool. You just left click on the sheep and you'll actually shear them and they'll give you blocks of wool. If I take a second and press I, or possibly E if you haven't changed it yet from the default, you'll see you've got blocks of wool that you can receive from sheep. Most sheep are white and will give you white wool, but sheep do come in gray, black, and I've even seen some brown sheep. And you can create a couple of things out of the wool that you get from your sheep, one of which was the bed that we have in our little hideaway. Other things you can do are to dye the different colors. I believe there's 16 different colors, and we'll have a different tutorial on that in a different day. If I bring these down, basically when you dye them, you're just changing the color of the wool. As I walk around on this grass, do you hear that? How you can kind of hear your footsteps? One nice thing about wool is if we start to right click some of these, we'll just make a little thing here and then hop up here. Listen, did you hear that? It's a much more muted sound. Okay, so you can use this wool to create flooring that is a lot quieter than some of the other materials you'll come upon. Alright, so we want to see if we can find some of our other day creatures. And I may need to travel a bit because I'm noticing that up on top of this mountain we're not getting many. Okay, now down here I see another sheep, but this one's a different color. This one looks like a light gray sheep. See them down here? And again, they're friendly. They're not going to attack you. You don't have to use a weapon. You can use anything you're holding. I'll just use my hand, and I'm going to just left click him. And then he gives me one block, and if we go into our inventory, of light gray wool. See that? Okay, so let's see if we can find one of our other daytime creatures. Here's one. Here we go. Here's another creature. This is called a cow. And cows give us leather. So I'm going to switch over to one of my swords, and I'm going to see if I can take down this cow. Come here, you. See that? That's a piece of leather. So sometimes your cow will give you no leather, sometimes one leather like that guy just did, and if you're really lucky you'll get a guy that'll give you up to 3 leathers. There's another guy, we'll see him in a minute. Let's see what he'll give us. Yep, see, he didn't give us any. Okay, I'd like to get one more leather, but while we're looking for that cow, here's the chicken. Now the chicken does a couple of things. Every now and then he'll lay an egg. Eggs can be used to throw as a very simple weapon. They can also be used to cook. You can create cakes to eat and help revitalize some of your hearts. And other than that, I think that's about all they can do for you. Okay, I want to see if we can't go to some higher ground here and find another cow if we can. I said earlier that you want to have grass and you want to have light. If you have those two things, these animals can spawn. And they spawn in small groups, 1, 2, or 3. Once they spawn, they can kind of wander throughout the whole area. So sometimes you got to do a little wandering to see if you can't find them. Alright, I'm heading higher again, which isn't always successful. And there is a bad guy down there, so I don't want to head down there. That's one of the night guys, and we want to stay away from him. So let's just see if we can head this way again. I'm looking for another cow. There is one more day mob we haven't come across yet that gives us a resource. Then there's a new day mob that just came in this beta version. Ah, here he is. Okay. This is a wolf. Wolves are what they call neutral mobs. We can sit here and stare at him, we can push him, and nothing happens. Nothing bad happens. However, if we attempt to attack him, look at his eyes, they're black. If we attack him, ooh, he gets mean. And if you're not quick, he'll fight you and very possibly kill you. Now there's the last guy I wanted to show you, so let's see if we can't get down to him without hurting ourselves. Okay, you're over there, so let's see if we can come over this way. I have to be a little agile. Let's see here. So far, so good. Hey, we survived. Okay. Now, let's see if we can't get down to him. The pigs are a great source of food for us. Food helps to rebuild our health, those hearts. And they actually give us pork chops. Again, it could be 0, 1, or 2 pork chops. So I want to see how many this guy will give us. Come on, you. Ah, we lucked out. He gave us 2. Alright, there was another one over here. Come on. Oops. I come over here. I'm using my space bar and my W key to walk forward and find these guys. Okay. Let's go to get this guy. He's at least above ground. He's hiding behind this tree, so we're going to take out some of his leaves. There you are. Oh. I think he knows we're coming for him. There we go. Look, we lucked out again. 2 more. Alright, let's see if we can find those other couple that were hiding. Hiding in that cave. Let's see, I hear him. Ah, there he is. Okay. What are you going to give us? Any? Ah, now see, he didn't give us any. None at all. Okay, it's getting to be night, so I'm going to stop the video here, take some cover, and we're going to wait for daylight again. Alright, hold on. Okay, we're back. I took refuge in a tree. I just climbed down. We're a fair distance from our little house. So one of the safest places to be is up high. And I do hear a bad guy. So we want to try to stay away from the dark areas of our world. Hear him? So we want to stay away from the dark areas. Now here's another sheep. I want to hit him with a sword. See that? We didn't kill him. And he gave us 2 pieces of wool. There's another bad guy. We don't want him to see us, so we're going to head the other way. And I'm looking for another cow. Then we'll end this little video by looking at what they were able to give us. Okay. Mr. Cow, where are you? There's another chicken. Got any feathers for me? I said earlier the chickens give us eggs, but they also give us feathers. And feathers can be used to create arrows. And we can actually fight one of the nighttime mobs, the spider, to get another piece of equipment that we use to create a bow. So the bow and arrow is our only ranged weapon that we get to use in this game. But let's look around for that cow. There is a sheep, and it looked almost like he was going to be swimming. Alright, let's see if we can stick around the water a little more. See if we can come upon a squid. Here we go. These are the squid. We're going to see if we can get down a little bit. I don't know how well we'll see under the water. It's kind of hard. Kind of hard to see what they really look like. Yeah, it is. Did you see that? Those are squid. Now I'm not going to try to kill one down here. It's a little too dark. I said they were neutral, which means as long as we don't bother them, they're not going to bother us. But if we attempt to attack them, they're going to attack us. So let's come back over here, and we'll turn around and get one more look at them. There we go. Can we find them again? There they are. See, there's one way over there. Here's one right here. I don't know if you can see it. There's another one right there. Oh, here's one. He's kind of close. Okay, guys, we made it back to our spawn position, and we found a bunch of things. If we take a look at our inventory, we found quite a lot of pork chops that we got from the pigs. We found some leather to go with a bunch of leather I had gotten from some previous cows we had killed. We found a couple of feathers from killing chickens. And then I had mentioned the different kinds of wool that you can get from killing, or not killing, but shearing the different sheep that you come across. Those squid that I showed you would give you little ink sacs, and really the only thing we can do with an ink sac is help dye the various different colors of wool. So I want to end the video showing you what you can do with a couple of these things. The meat you can eat by holding on to it. I'm going to wheel over to this raw pork chop, and as long as you're holding it, you just right click and you eat it. The leather, you can come over to a crafting bench and you can create armor. Build. Okay? Alright, so that was the introduction to the different kinds of day mobs, or day creatures that inhabit your world with you. Hope this was helpful, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.